Ash on a Young Man's Sleeve, first published in 1954, is a poignant, semi-autobiographical novel by Welsh writer Dannie Abse. Set in Cardiff during the 1930s and early 1940s, the novel offers a deeply personal and atmospheric portrayal of pre-war and wartime Britain, seen through the eyes of a young Jewish boy named Danny. The novel blends fiction and memory, tracing the protagonist's coming of age in a politically turbulent period. It begins in 1934 with 10-year-old Danny growing up in a middle-class Jewish family in Cardiff. The family lives in a close-knit community, surrounded by neighbours, extended relatives, and a colourful array of characters who reflect the richness and contradictions of Welsh Jewish life. Danny's father is a politically active, idealistic socialist with strong anti-fascist beliefs, while his mother is more practical and family-focused. His older brothers also play key roles. Leo is romantic and poetic, whereas Wilfred is more pragmatic. Through their differing views, young Danny is exposed to a wide spectrum of political and personal ideologies. The domestic scenes are interwoven with the wider social and political events of the time. Fascism is on the rise in Europe. The Spanish Civil War breaks out. Hitler gains power in Germany. Mosley's Blackshirts march through London. These distant political storms cast long shadows over the Abse household, fueling intense dinner-table debates and shaping Danny's early understanding of injustice, identity, and human suffering. But Ash on a Young Man's Sleeve is not just about politics or history. It's also a warm and nostalgic portrayal of childhood. The novel captures school days, friendships, early crushes, family rituals, and the process of discovering the world with both curiosity and anxiety. Abse's lyrical prose brings to life the rhythms of daily life in a multicultural Cardiff, mixing humour, pathos, and subtle social critique. As the novel progresses, the tone darkens. The outbreak of the Second World War changes everything. Cardiff is bombed during the Blitz. Jewish families like the Abses watch anxiously as news of atrocities in Europe begins to emerge. Danny matures quickly, learning to navigate the complexities of adulthood, war, and identity. By the novel's end, Danny is no longer a child. The ash of the title symbolizes both the literal ash of wartime destruction and the metaphorical ash of lost innocence, memory, and the remnants of a disappearing world. Through this transformation, Abse suggests that growing up in such a time means not only understanding oneself, but also confronting the fragility of history and the harshness of reality. One of the novel's central themes is coming of age in a time of crisis. Danny's journey from innocence to experience mirrors Britain's own transition from the relative peace of the 1930s to the trauma of the Second World War. His childhood is not only shaped by family and local culture, but by world events that intrude upon even the most private corners of his life. Another key theme is identity and belonging. As a Jewish boy in Wales, Danny constantly navigates questions of cultural heritage, religion, and difference. The novel subtly explores how personal and collective identity are shaped by both place and politics. The novel also deals with memory and loss. Through the lens of nostalgia, Abse constructs a vivid world that is both specific and universal. The ash reflects not only physical destruction, but emotional and cultural loss of youth, home, and historical certainty. Finally, Ash on a Young Man's Sleeve is a story about political awareness and moral responsibility. Danny is surrounded by people who care deeply about justice and freedom, and the novel explores how ordinary lives are influenced and sometimes disrupted by the tides of ideology and history.